Don't ask me how I know. Sell your truck while it's still running.
Hey guys, Jodi Kennedy here with Century 21 Judge Fight.
And Scotty Levy with Integrity Mortgage.
And we are following up on a video we posted last week about how Scotty got into the lending business and just a little bit of background about himself.
Yep.
And so this week, I will give you a little background on myself and how I got into real estate.
Perfect.
And so I made a few notes.
Hey, that's good.
So I was born in 1982, which makes me 38, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we then moved to Georgia in 83, where my brother was born. And my dad ended up losing his job. And then, I don't know, we ended up in Texas, and my dad started his own business. He said he'd rather work for himself than anyone else. So
I didn't realize that you'd moved all over the place.
Yeah, but no, I've never moved since. I was
okay.
3.
Okay.
So my dad started his business in 1985, and he's still in business, and he is 70 or 71. So.
Yeah, he's hardworking.
Yeah,
I know that.
Till he dies. So. That's why I keep him working, because I think if he stopped, he would die.
He wouldn't have anything to drive him to do. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I grew up in Keller. I don't know where my Keller High School shirt. And the last 2 years of high school, I transferred to a private school just for like college prep. And so I graduated from Fort Worth Country Day in Fort Worth. And then shortly after, I had my first daughter, Brianna, and I was 19. And so I had to change my college plans, and then I ended up staying home, and I went to community college. And then I transferred to Texas Women's University as a junior and started nursing school, and then I graduated from there in 2005, which is where I met my best friend Sarah, and she watches my videos. So hello, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
We've been friends since 2003. So, and we're actually the same height.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we're very similar.
Y'all should be on the volleyball team together then.
Yeah. Sarah's not as athletic
though.
Oh. Okay, so graduated nursing school. I bought my first house in 2006, right before the housing market crashed. So I'm a little bit older than you.
Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little.
What are you, 35?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, not yet.
Oh, okay.
July. So 34 right now. Okay. So
July what?
1st.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Rob's is in July.
He is?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, we'll celebrate it together this year. We'll do a combined.
His is on the 10th, so you could like celebrate on the 5th.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so bought my first house. Funny why I bought my first house is Bree didn't like living in an apartment, so I bought her a house. Then I met Rob, my husband, in 2009. We departed ways in 2011 because Rob was not very motivated. Okay, so in 2012, I started graduate school at UT El Paso. It was online, so I only had to go like once a month.
To El Paso?
Yeah.
So were you driving there or flying from here?
So
that's a long drive, isn't it?
I flew once, and the rest of the times I drove. It's a 10-hour drive.
It's amazing in Texas how you could drive for 10 hours and you're still in the state.
Yeah. So really cool about that campus is if you stand on one side, you can look over into Mexico.
Oh, you can?
Like, because it's actually lower. Like, you can look over the wall.
I didn't realize that.
And I could see Juarez, which used to be the beheading capital of the world.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Yeah. That's why
I'd stay away. I'd stay away from Juarez.
Yeah. Well, I was like, Rob, do you think we can go in? And he was like, no.
let's pass on that one.
So I just looked. But okay, so then Rob and I got back together in 2013. We got engaged in 2014, and we got married in 2015. Then we had Jameson, who's my 5-year-old. Okay, so that 2015, I got married. I graduated with my master's. I had my second daughter. It was like a whirlwind of a year.
I was gonna say that's.
And we moved to Roy City.
Boy, you signed up for like pretty much everything you do in 1 year.
So that was 5 years ago, and that was it was a really tough year. That was our first year of marriage, but it was fine.
Well, I was gonna say if you can accomplish all that in 1 year, then every year afterwards got to seem like cake.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't. No. Just now you got more kids and stuff.
Yeah. So we actually continued adding children to our family. At kind of a rapid pace. But so back to 2015, I had Jameson. I graduated with my master's in nursing, and then I passed the board to become an advanced practice nurse.
Oh, wow.
And so a nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
Which is like a PA or...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then I graduated in May, and then Jameson was born in October, and I didn't really want to go back to working. Like, I worked a lot before I had Jameson, like a lot, and I wanted a different job. Mm-hmm. So and Rob let me, which was nice because I could have made a lot of money. But okay, so then I started working for my parents' business because I could work from home, but I also did sales calls. And then in 2017 Elizabeth was born. In 2019 my son was born, Ashton. So that gets me to how I got into real estate. Mm-hmm. So my husband started in 2014. So he started when we got back together because he needed a job. And bless his heart. So he started working for Century 21, Judge Fight in Rockwall. And we moved over here when we got married. And he's been there for 7 years. So last year, there became an opening for the regional manager position at Rockwall. And so Rob applied for that position, and he unanimously got it. Yeah. So we were really excited, but then he said, I need somebody to help take care of my personal clients that still want to use like the Robert Kennedy. Mm-hmm. And so I said, he was like, do you want to take your real estate exam? And I was like, sure, if you pay for it, So he did pay for it. It took me 6 months, and then I was supposed to test on Thursday. It was a March, and the Friday the world shut down. And
COVID put all that to a halt.
And I was like driving to take my test, and I got a call that your test has been canceled, which I had been studying for 6 months. I was like, it's 2020 though. So then 2 months later, I was able to take my exam. And so then I started selling real estate in June. And my license is hung at Century 21, like Highlands, which is in Dallas. Mm-hmm. So I haven't been in real estate very long, but because of Rob's history, I saw how he was an agent and how he treated his clients. And so I think I learned a lot that way, vicariously.
Well, and I was going to say, I mean, with all that you've accomplished up to this point, hard work is something either you got or you don't. And the fact that you've got your master's and all of that, had kids, you were moving, you were buying houses, you're doing all this stuff, and you still managed to maintain a life, that's something that, in my opinion, hard work, you can't teach that. Either you got it or you don't.
Yeah. I think that's probably why I like you as a lender so much too, is because you appreciate hard work and you also deliver it. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, when you're working and you've got expectations of a client's wanting to call you at 9 o'clock, then my expectation is I should be available, to help out, because that's the way that you leave those wow moments for your client where they want to refer you to other people, is that you're willing to go that extra mile that somebody else wouldn't. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So I kind of got into real estate, not really on purpose. Well, it was just weird how I got into it, because it was just like, Rob was like, you want to do this? And I was like, sure. So I think because my background is in nursing, I just enjoy making people happy. Maybe I'm an enabler, I don't know, but so I didn't really think I would produce very much my first year. Honestly, I have no idea how much I've produced. It's not really important to me. What I can tell you every single client's name and about their
Mhm.
families, and I probably still talk to them at least once a month, if not once a week. So what does that say about me? I love real estate for the same reason Scotty does.
Mhm.
I did say lending was boring, but I do actually like crunching numbers and
Yeah.
stuff. So, but I don't have the time to do that, and that's why I'll call you and
Yeah.
say, "Hey, can you do this for me?" So, but I get so attached to my clients that like I honestly tear up at closing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm tearing up because like I know I'm not going to get to talk to them as much anymore, or like I'm not going to be needed as much, and I'm gonna miss it. I don't know. I literally tear up at closing, and I am not a crier. I am not a crier. I mean, anyone will tell you that. So that is my favorite part about real estate, is the relationships that you develop and that you maintain and that you grow and that you nurture, and that's how you get referrals. When somebody says, I'm looking to sell my house, do you know anybody? Or I'm looking to get a loan, do you know anybody? And so and what's important for Scotty and I too with the Rockwall community is that we really want to be able to give back to the community.
Mhm.
And both of us are on the YMCA board, and we have a new and exciting project coming to fruition, hopefully at the end of January, that we'll share
Yeah.
when it's closer.
Yep.
So both of us are just very passionate about community, family, values, integrity,
Mhm.
which you happen to work for Integrity Mortgage. So that is one reason that we enjoy working together on loans and houses and closings. And honestly, I get excited when Scotty is coming to the closing because he actually comes to the closing. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then we all get to meet at the same time. So you've all been working for like 30 to 45 days on this package, and then all of a sudden it's delivered and you're all there, and it's just really, it's a cool feeling that you can't replicate.
It is. And I mean, again, we're in this for the right reasons, and again, I think it's because of the fact that we're not focused on ourselves. We're focused on the relationship side, and clients can see that. They can tell if you're motivated to better them or if you're focused on yourself. And that's why when our clients are done with the process, they're like, well, what can I come up with to still talk to y'all about? Because ultimately during this whole time, it's either been something about the house, or on my side, I'm talking to them about their finances. And now they're like, well, they're kind of in the same boat. They're like, well, we liked working with you, so what do we do now?
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
It's
almost like you're breaking up and you're like, I don't want to break up.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, that's where clients really can see through your actual intent on what you're wanting to do, and it's because we build that relationship with them. So
yeah, so I will end on this note. Rob's very first client, they won't listen to this video, but we love them. We still see them at least once a year. Very first client, I think they end up doing 3 or 4 transactions with Rob.
Mhm.
Because they liked him so much. And their oldest daughter was named, their daughter was named Jameson, Jameson.
Oh wow.
Well, Rob and I couldn't decide on a name for Jameson, our Jameson. So like literally I had a C-section with her, and she like came out, and he was like, what do you think of Jameson? And I was like, I like it, but with a Y. So we did Jameson, so they were different.
Yeah.
So that's how we got Jameson's.
But see, I mean, again, like you just said, y'all built those relationships with those people,
And we try to maintain them.
Yeah.
And to a professional standard, I'm not going to over bombard anybody, but it's like you just want them to know if you need help, like literally if you need help in the middle of the night, you can call me. I mean, I might not answer because I'm asleep, but you can still call me,
Right.
And that goes for my good friends too. Like if Scotty needed something or vice versa, I always know I can call him.
Yeah.
So, so that's about it on me. And thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe to our channel. I will post the Instagram link below, and comment if there's anything that you want us to talk about in future videos regarding real estate, lending, mortgages, interest rates,
what 2021 is going to look like,
who the president is.
Yeah.
Do we know yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So, well, thank you again for joining us today, and Merry Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
All
See
right.
y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.